Yeah, there you go.
Okay. During the last budget meeting on February 27th, I heard a number of advisory comments that I support. For example, funding of the library and increasing funding for our parks and sports fields. However, there was an advisory motion that was passed by a majority of the council that I think is ill-advised. I'm referring to the motion to delete the confidential aid position from the budget. I worked in state government for more than 30 years. For many of those years, I worked in administrative positions and had a secretary or administrative assistant who supported me. The work those individuals did made me more effective and more efficient in my job. Without their support, I would not have been able to accomplish the things that I did. It boggles my mind that the council would consider eliminating the confidential aid position, which provides to the mayor the kind of support I described above. It was mentioned that Mayor Wyant did not have a secretary whose job it was to provide him with clerical and administrative support. That doesn't mean that such clerical and administrative support for the mayor is not necessary. I've heard the council majority say that they were elected to reduce taxes. It's interesting to me that the efforts toward this end so far have focused on individuals who supported the mayor during last fall's general election. The council is recommending eliminating the position of the mayor's confidential aide. It apparently was not enough to eliminate the salary adjustment that was approved by the last Republican-dominated town council. Now the effort is to eliminate the position completely. The council previously voted to reduce the salary of the superintendent of recreation and has driven out of town government a very effective person who got rave reviews for the work that she did and the enthusiasm that she brought to her job. It's interesting to note that this individual wrote a letter in support of the confidential aid when her salary adjustment was raised as a major issue during the election campaign. It's also interesting to note that the council is recommending eliminating the position of a clerk who also wrote a letter supporting the confidential aid. I can't know the motivation of the council majority in taking these actions. I can't know what's in your mind. However, looking at it from the outside, it appears that these actions are being taken in retaliation for support of the mayor and his confidential aid, or in an effort to cripple the mayor in his efforts to govern the town effectively and work to make Phillipsburg a better place for all of us. I don't see any systematic efforts to evaluate other town employees and their salaries to determine if their salaries are appropriate in order to save the town money. If you were indeed making an honest effort to objectively and fairly evaluate whether our tax dollars are being spent efficiently and in the best interests of our residents, I would expect to see such a systematic approach. I don't see it. Thank you for the opportunity to express my opinions. I'll give a copy to the clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Brission, for your comment.